in Seaside, California. It is an all-Californian affair. Monterey Bay and Orange County, 2 points apart on either side. The Western Conference playoff line. Mike Watts, Devin Kerr. Take a look at the Monterey Bay starting lineup. Biggest surprise, you'd argue, is in goal.
Has to be. Samuel Gomez comes in for Nico Campuzano, picks up an injury. Has had experience with the team in USL Jägermeister Cup. This team's looking for rhythm. The reason for them is they've started to really find balance. This team was possessionally based, then they started to become transitional. They're sitting right in the middle. In order for them to take that next step, we're looking for combination play between Stephen Kelly and Usman Silla on the late arrivals into the box to really give this attack a spark.
Pre-game moment of silence for the loss of the Portuguese legend Diogo Jota, the Liverpool star. This is the first home game for Monterey Bay since that tragic loss. Orange County and Monterey Bay about ready to kick this one off here tonight. An enormous game in the Western Conference. The entire 12-team conference divided by just 10 points, top to bottom. So 3 big ones on the line tonight. Brad Jensen, the opening whistle. Here we go in Seaside, California. Monterey Bay hosting Orange County, and it's the championship on ESPN. Ivanovic scooped back across, speared down, rolled toward frame by Muir. And Ivanovic couldn't get it any closer to the goal line, snagged by Shuttler.
I'm pretty sure he got some weak side support from Latenovic, who slid back over. Well done by Malongo just to keep this thing back in. Thought maybe he would go square back across the 6. Reads the space and look at the bodies converge from Orange County. Here's Latenovic, who helps out Colin Shuttler. Well done defensively.
Blocks the Gordon effort atop the 6. Back toward the goal line, header, Ivanovic. Shuttler. Orange County taking on a bit of water here from the Union of Land and Sea. Kelly overtaken. And a free kick. And Garcia snaps that into the bleachers, and it did take a touch. So another set piece for Monterey Bay. Well, Garcia was at the town alongside Jordan Stewart, one of the players he was most familiar with, coming over in an offseason loaded with change. From Salinas. He has to stay close to home. Soyberg. Cross toward Fred Shuttler. Slaps it away.
The service itself hasn't been overly direct except for this one. Everything has kind of been a back. The first time we've actually seen them go right at the top of the 6 and nearly able to find the near post.
And Shuttler will quell it this time. Ball in here to Dunbar. Dunbar angling across. Jamison getting up to the end line.
It definitely has to be 10+ goals. There's no doubt about that. Your hope is obviously always that you're going to be somewhere between 15 to 20 to really give your team that kind of shot. The success for Ethan Zubak has always been about supporting cast down underneath him and what their profiles look like. They have that for Orange County. They have speed. You want to be able to open the game up. One of the things that happens with Ethan Zubak and a lot of strikers, to be honest, is they get frustrated, they start searching. That's sort of what has taken place throughout this season. He starts to drop underneath unnecessarily. He's chasing the game. He's also experienced a wide variety of systems.
Well, a cross header snapped in. It is Ivanovic. And it's the opening goal for Monterey Bay.
It's about Anton Soyberg. Watch him hold possession atop the 18. He gets 4 separate players to then move an entire back line. First ball does it, no one reacts, but everybody starts to jump up, and instead, you allow this play to stay alive. Poor marking on the back post. That's simple. Dogman pushes him forward. His feet at the professional side. Stephen Kelly has all of that experience and more. And Orange County is just one of 5 teams in the entire championship that don't have a goal scorer in the top 25. That is their main reason. Everything's deep lying in nature or advanced. You need someone to bridge that gap in the midfield. It's got to be Stephen Kelly.
And Robinson pirouettes around. And you think back to the title-winning team in 2021 for Orange County, they had some of those options in midfield. A lot of guys that, plural, chewed up a lot of ground. Ivanovic!
Villar here in his decision. He held the center back for a second, gets Brian Dogman to hold. And because of that, Latenovic is already on his heels, doesn't have the ability to react up high, recognizing, yes, it doesn't hit the actual little things like that right now for Monterey Bay that have separated them. They haven't been great going forward. But that chance that was Monterey Bay that led to the opening goal could have easily been parried aside. If you're Jordan Stewart, you dominated possession. You were able to create.
Dunbar is still only 22 years young. Swept ahead, and maybe there's a chance for Zubak to equalize for Orange County. Their first shot on target hits pay dirt. He's offside!
The whole idea for this team has had to have been that stretch within the midfield. Watch this ball coming through on a diagonal. Great little look. Trying to pick up with Kevin Partita. Instead, Usman Silla more than happy to take it. Quick decision making down into the corner. And then on the inverting advance run from Nico Ben Alcazar. Just good decision making overall.
Saw it, he took a knock at the end of the first half as well. Speared away by Orange County. Second chance at this for Gutierrez. Curls this across and the header goes home. Anton Soyberg reinstates the Monterey Bay lead.
Overindulges, Cameron Dunbar does. Defensively, you got to keep this ball on the outside. Instead, his momentum gets the better of him as it's worked back down into the corner. Watch 7 on the chase. Try and push him down in. Don't let him cut back to the inside. Instead, the substitute makes an immediate impact. Diego Gutierrez.
Played a really fun 3-2 Jägermeister Cup game. This ball lobbed ahead, taken down, and lofted over by Dunbar, although it was all offside.
Given what we just had in the past couple of minutes, that goes in, we're out of here. That's how good that touch was from Cameron Dunbar. Offside or not. Very impressive from the youngster trying to make amends for the mistake that just was. Partita plays outside.
Lofted across, and the header in, out, and back into the hands of Gomez. There's Gordon. Flicked along, Robinson, that's broken up. Jordan Stewart, a few years ago, probably would have gotten into that challenge. Bouncing ball, Ivanovic. I hope the sell-on was strong with that one.
Oh, that's a high elbow.
Let's see what the referee here thinks. That's the top pocket. And now the back pocket. Red card.
The thing is that the arm was always away from the body. I don't necessarily agree.
Got through the legs of Fonguk. Dunbar making the run. Ultimately, Zubak held up play. In from Partita, Benalcazar making the run. Instead, it's Dunbar maintaining. Clapped off of Robinson, and now Monterey Bay start the counter. Advantage played. And that's really good work from Diego Gutierrez. Slows it and then finds Soyberg. Back to Gutierrez. Gutierrez cutting in, leaning back. Moby Fair. That's blocked to the backside. Lifted up and over by Revelar.
Zar's legs are done. He wants to cut it and hit it. His decision's too slow, and on the touch, hit it right there. You got to take that with your left foot if you're Moby Fair. Come back across the body. Instead, gets a bit selfish, trying to bring it onto his right end.
Header down, saved away from the line, Gomez. His first start in the championship, an enormous save at the line.
We'll go to the first save from the debut in USL Championship play, Sam Gomez.
And the smash header down by Letenovic. Silla calls for it, orchestrates. Silla, byline, service, knocked away, falls backside. Tapped away from Letenovic.
Good ball.
There goes War. Slides this across for Hagar. War still on it. Leans back, Zubak!
George Stewart says shot-stopping ability, not an issue whatsoever. And how about the trailing run on the ball coming back across, recognizing they...
Free kick, Orange County, approaching the midway point of stoppage time. Header down, Torkel!
Not as easy as it looks. There's a ton of congestion in front of him. As the ball's redirected, he has to account for so much here, Mike. Ethan Zubak is quickly crashing on the near post. You've got runners atop the six. Secondary runs calmly collected. He's done well for himself tonight, Samuel Gomez.
Foot injury to Nico Campazano. Halftime came off against Indy last week. That's cleared. We've gone to 6, and it's done. Monterey Bay with a 2-1 victory on home ground. They sweep Orange County for the season, and they navigate up the standings.